लिस्ट ऑफ सिस्टम आपके पास नहीं है क्या? सिस्टम है नहीं सर। ये वाला लैपटॉप यूज करो आप, ये रखा हुआ है, इसको आराम से ओपन कीजिए और इसको अपने नाम का फोल्डर बना लीजिएगा डेस्कटॉप पर, ठीक है? ओके सर। और उसी में सारे फाइल बना थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ है वो, काम करता है लेकिन थोड़ा the list of property and values in input tags. Okay, list of property and values in input tag. So first you write call placeholder. What it do? It is for input guidance. Visible read placeholder, PLACE, placeholder. There you are written, it is for input guidance. Okay. Next you write call max length. What it will do? It control input limit. It control input limit in character. Like sometimes you will see you can't enter anything more than 5 character. You can't enter the more than 8 character. Password you can't enter more than 6, 7, 8 characters, something like that. So what is that? That happen through the max length. We have a max length property. Using the max length property, we can do that. Now come down. There is a next property. Okay, so max length is applicable where? Max length, where and all it will work. It works with text, email, password. It works with text, email, password, text area. Write one more, then we'll create example. That is called size. What it do? It control width of input box, where applicable for text, email, password. Text, email, password. For 3 it will be applicable. Now you will create one example. form2.html. We'll create the file form2.html and there we'll implement this placeholder, max length and size. written. Create next file form.html. HTML. The input tab folder. Okay. HTML. Open close. Body also open close. Right here. A form tag open and close. Then write a table tag also. For table tag, you write cell padding 1.5, and after that, align with font size. Caption tag, follow the H1 tag. Inside write for login. Write a TR tag. Okay, easy road, email, EMA, email, write one TD, input type equal to text, or type equal to email when it write. Let it be, put the slash in the last. XTR. Throat is little down today because of cold infection. Password. ID. Input type equal to text. Not text, password. And Come down, write one more here. H call span tool. First you write a button, later we'll write call span. Login. And type equal to submit. Type equal to reset. Yeah. And it's coming in the left side. Right here. Once it's run, you can let me know also. Then we'll understand the properties. So complete HTML, let me know. Then we'll add the property and we'll see what is that. Come down. If you run this page, it should look like this. Something. The buttons would come in middle. Why it's coming in the left side? Because you have written in fast TD. You can see first row have two THTD to column. Second row also THTD to column. But in the third row only one TH, right? Now what we have to do? We have to make this TH a little more wide so that it should cover the more space. Okay. So how to increase the width? Which property? Call span. Now, then in your mind will come what will be the call span, right? Compare. In the previous row, TH is already exist. Here also TH is exist. What is missing? TD. One is missing, right? One is missing and one is the current one. So it will become 2. Call span as a 2. It will take 4 minutes long. And then TH will print in the middle by default. You check once. Your buttons should come in the middle. Should come in middle. It's coming in the middle. Right? Now let's apply one border for the property for this table, like border color equal to any color. Border color equal to white. Any color applied surrounding the table, color will apply. That is called red color. Correct. Okay. This is the border color. This is the line with the cell padding. Now we need to understand what is that size property and what is the max length property. Okay. And what is the placeholder. So let's apply first placeholder itself. Placeholder equal to enter email ID. Enter email ID. Right, in placeholder equal to okay. Save now, run the page. Something like this. Placeholder. Enter email ID. So it is for input guidance. User will read, they will understand, oh, what I should enter here. That is called placeholder for input guidance. Next come, write the next property called size property. Size, S-I-Z-E, size. Size property increase the width of text box. 40 I wrote here. Second also write size is 40. You will find your text box will become little large. Large in the sense height will be same, width will increase. Height will be same, width will get increase. Okay. Check now. Width is increased. Like this. Next property called max length will help you to limit the number of character, right? Max length equal to, suppose 20. It will not allow to enter more than 20. Max length 8. Okay, now let's see. Since what is happening, using the size property, width is increased, using placeholder message is coming, and using max length, you cannot enter more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. This 8 only. Here anything you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. More than 28 will not apply. Right? So we got the difference. Placeholder, size, and max length. Now after this, next we need to understand what is the meaning of OutDAN. Okay, and how it works. Okay, ready to understand the next point? Go ahead. Right here on the text box, a property called name property. Name equal to anything. My email. Why we given the my email name property? Because using name we can identify what is my email. Suppose a person will come, he will open the page and he will enter his email ID under the first text box. When he will enter his email ID under the first text box, his email will store under this variable. That is called my email. For example, if I go to the browser, if I enter my email ID, abc@gmail.com. So it will store under which variable? That name equal to what you have written? Name equal to my email. So name property used to create a variable in HTML that will hold the value. Because there is a two input, one is called email, another one is called password. Right? If you will not store in different variable, both will become mixed. And it will become difficult to identify further. So what we are doing, we are storing in different variable. Now come down to the password, create a variable name equal to my pass. You will come to know next in 2 minutes. Really it is storing the value. Right, so we got two variable, One is called my email, another one is called my pass. My email will hold the email ID of the user. My pass will hold password of the user, right? Next, after that, user will click on reset button or user will click on login button. There is a two button here. Either user will click on clear or user will click on reset. Reset. Login or clear. So if the user will click on clear button, then the value of my email and value of my password will become empty automatically. Let me show you. So first to write it, name equal to particular particular. See like this. I enter some value here, enter some value here, click on clear. So this has gone to the my email and this has gone to the my pass. And I click on clear, the button type what we are given, reset. Reset button will clear the value of this variable and value of this variable. See, when I click on reset, both is clear. But when we click on login, what should happen? When we click on login after entering the value, what should happen? This value has to go somewhere and check whether this is correct. Come down. Now see here, there is a property called a tag called form. In that you have two property, main property. One is called action. Action property. Using action property, you are going to set the URL that after entering the email ID and password, where this email ID and password should go. Like suppose you went here, enter the email ID and password and click on login button, then what should happen? This email and password has to go somewhere. So where it should go, that URL we need to mention here. And that will be the URL of the backend language. Any language backend language. Okay. So let me write here, suppose I'll write here called save.py. Py is the extension of Python. Not save.py. Login check .py. Just given the name as a login check.py. Okay. So after entering the email and password, once you click on login button, what will happen? It will go to the particular URL. Which URL? That URL we have mentioned. Now see, this URL is Python URL and your current file is the HTML file. So there becomes a two technology. One becomes HTML, another becomes a Python. Correct? Now from one technology to other technology, data transfer will happen. Okay. So what data? User email ID and user password. These two things will transfer from HTML to Python file. Now from one file to other file, from one technology to other technology, you are transferring the data. How it will transfer? Through internet, right? Python is a backend language. It will be in the server. User will open the website. HTML will come to user computer, take the input, click on login button. So from user computer, email ID password should go to the server. Where is the server? We don't know. Where you are, that you may be in Bangalore, you may be Chennai, you may be anywhere. Now from user computer, data has to go to the server. And that also how? Through internet. But on internet, you know, a lot of hackers are sitting. They will take your email and password and they'll misuse it, right? So in that case, understand, like, action will define the URL where you want to send the data. And method will define the type of security. The data you are sending, your data should be secure or unsecure. So for that, we have a property called, this one called as a method. Okay. And this method is of two types. One is called secure, another one is unsecure. So first understand unsecure itself. Method equal to get. Hope everyone is writing. Method equal to get. Okay. Now you will enter the email ID. It will go to which variable? My email. You will enter the password. It will go to which variable? My pass. Once you click on login button, then what will happen? Submit button will send your data to this URL. Login check. Correct. Now when the data, your email ID and password is going from one file to other file, from HTML to Python page, okay, how the data is going? Through secure or unsecure. Okay, so let's look into the browser now. See, I enter the email ID abc@gmail.com and password is home123. While typing, no one can see the password because you are written type password. When we click on login button, you can see in the URL now. Can you see this? Where it is going? Login check.py. My email equal to abc@gmail.com and my pass equal to how much? 123. Check in your computer. It will be clearly visible in your system. Write this, save it, run the page, enter the file, enter the input, refresh the page, enter and then check it. Whichever the value you have entered, is it visible in the browser URL? Okay, able to check or not? Your email password is visible in the browser URL. Let me come back again and show you. I'll enter my email ID and I enter password 123456. Click on login button. You can see email, my email equal to abc@gmail.com and my pass equal to 123456. Correct? So this becomes just secure or unsecure? Fully unsecure. That is called a which method? That is called a get method. Now right here only call it a post. Get replaced by post. 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 Return post. Now come to the browser. Method equal to post capital. Come back to the browser. Refresh the page. Enter the value. Click on go button. Login button. Showing anywhere. It is going to the login check.py, but your data is not visible anywhere. Data is not visible anywhere. Check post method. Check using post method. In post, data is visible anywhere. Post is secure. Okay. Now let's come. I'll show you some other thing. Now suppose I have already clicked on button. Page is not exist. So it's saying could not find the file or something. If I do the right click and reload the page, or maybe if I click on a refresh button, it will ask something like this. Okay. This kind of experience you will get online when you do the payment somewhere and internet is slow and page is about to be stuck. Then it will ask, don't reload and don't refresh the page. Okay. Don't press the back button. Why those all? Because you have given the input and your input is submitted to server. Server is in the process, right? If we click here, continue, what will happen? Same input will submit it again, right? So same input will go to server again, right? So that will become as a double submission. Okay. So this happen in the case of post method. Post method is fully secure method on internet. Whichever the transaction we do, whenever we have any kind of transactional website, everywhere people use this method called as a post method. Then you will ask if get is not secure, why people use in the market. Okay. Why people use in the market? Look at here. I'll go to the Google. In Google, something I search. Already is a Google already. Climate of Bangalore. I wrote here, climate of Bangalore. Now see, I search something at the browser URL. What is saying? There is called Q equal to climate of Bangalore today. Same phrase came in the browser URL.
Fees receipt download.
So the question is, when we are creating the page, and you are creating the web application, in that every feature will not be secure itself. Some feature will be secure, some feature will be unsecure. So whichever the unsecure feature is there we can use the get technique. Wherever we have secure method, there we can use the post technique. Okay. In interview, people will ask you very frequently, what is the difference between get and post? Okay. So now you saw using get and post, both is helping us to post our data to server. But when we are following the get method, our data was fully unsecure, it was visible. When you follow the post method, your data is fully non-visible, right? It is fully secure, right? So we wrote in this one property collection, I'll write the definition for that. Next we wrote call method. After that, what we wrote? Placeholder. For that you have written already. Max length you have written. We have not written for some name property. Come to developer guide. Right. So everyone is here. Get meaning is what and post meaning is what. From today onwards, when from internet, if you buy something and if it is saying please wait, processing, don't press back button, don't resubmit, don't refresh the page. You should feel like as a developer thinking my data is being processed by server. If I reload the page, again it will get submitted. Okay, and there which method they have used? Called post method. And whenever you open any website and you click here and there, and based on the click, if some value is passing from browser URL, that is called what? Get method, right? That is only fully secure, unsecured, fully unsecured. Okay, so we'll come here now to the developer guide. In developer guide, you will write first a property called name. It used to create a type of variable in HTML. It used to create a type of variable in HTML that hold values given by user. That values holds a value, not values, that holds a value input by user. Okay, so this line is clearly saying like using the name property, we can create a variable, we can create a container, and that variable, what it will do, whenever the user will enter the value, that variable will hold the value. Come down. Next, we have a property called, we have a tag called form. Inside the form tag, you saw a property called action, and you saw a property called method, right? Action and method. Action, what it will define? It define the URL. It define, not define, it set. It used to set. It used to set the URL / path where we want to submit the data. Where the data will get submitted. Okay. Action, it used to set the path where the data will get submitted. Okay. The data what we have, you are going to submit somewhere, right? How we can set? So that the property is called as what? Action. You can write here, it holds the URL of backend language. It hold URL of backend language. It hold URL what represent the action property what you are going to define. It will be the URL of backend language. Or I can modify little. It should be URL of backend language. That will be correct. It should be the URL of backend language. Okay, where you are going to submit the data. Method what it defined, it used to set the type of security. Set type of security level as secure and unsecure. It has two types. One is called GET and another one is called as a POST. It passes value from browser URL. Browser URL and values are visible. Values, it passes value from browser URL and values are visible. So what will happen? Become as a unsecure. So it is unsecure, right? It passes the value from browser URL, not user, browser URL, and values are visible. It passes value from browser URL and values are visible. So it is unsecure. In the case of POST, you can write it passes the value in hidden mode. Value in hidden mode. It passes the value in hidden mode. It passes the value in hidden mode. So fully secure. It passes the value in hidden mode. So it's fully secure. Fully secure. Now come down. So how many property we wrote? Placeholder, max length, size, name, then under the form action method, get and post. Okay, many are there. So that example will leave, we'll come to the other example. There we'll write some other property. Now, if anyone asks what is the difference between get and post, what will be the answer? We can say get and post both used to define the type of security level for the data. Where while submitting the form, if I am following the get method, data will be visible in the browser URL, so it's fully unsecure. If I am following the post method, data will not be visible anywhere, so it is called as a secure method. Okay, right? So this two line, if once you speak, people will feel like, okay, you have some idea, then let's skip to the next. Okay, come next. Now, create next file, form3.html. In form3.html, we will implement a property called tab index. Tab index. When you use the laptop, if you are not using the mouse, separate mouse, okay, when you use the laptop and you don't have separate mouse, what you do, you press the tab you press. For what purpose? The cursor should move here and there, right? Now, suppose you have designed a contact us form. Inside the contact us form, user will enter the name and he will press the tab. Then cursor should go to where? Next. Again, he will press the email ID, he will press the tab, it should go to where? Next, right? So the cursor will move by default in sequence. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that. You have option, you can set the sequence of cursor manually as a developer. First fill the name and then don't go for the email, directly go to the mobile. Skip the email. Press the tab, skip the email, go to the That's called what? Tab index. Okay. Let me guide you first. Suppose I am in the browser. Right, I'm in the browser. Okay, or come to our previous example. In this file, we are not set any kind of tab index. I'll press the tab. First went to where? Full name. We don't want, assume like mobile number is optional. Email ID is mandatory. When you press the tab, next cursor should go to the email. But see, it's gone to where? Mobile. Because the default sequence. We want to change this sequence. When we press, instead of going to the mobile, it should come to the email. And again, message is optional. Once you press the tab directly, it should go to the message. It should not go to the text area. Right? So that way, how to set the sequence of the cursor manually. Okay, according to our this. So we have a property called this one. What is it? Tab index. Next file, create form 3. Go the form, the body, three. X unequal to save like save user. PHP URL, any URL. Oh. Go ahead. Right inside this. Table. Open close. Line equal to sample. Cell padding branch. Right at caption. Register. Known. Next year. PH. Name. NTD. Text box. In the same PR, write one more TH. Mobile ID. Input type equal to number. Okay, ready? Check now. In one line it will come, side by side everything. Write in this tab index equal to 1. For mobile number, don't write tab index. Okay. All right, but tab index 3. Yeah, tab index 3. Create the next year. H. Email. ED. Email. Tab index 2. Write one more TH. Index 4. Okay, written. Now see the tab index. First, where the cursor will go, name. Second will go to the email. Third will go to the mobile, and fourth will come to the first write HTML, then we'll check it. on this file. See now. Now after that, when we are into this file, there is the first tab, name. Second tab, email. Third, mobile. And fourth, Ajay, password. That only we have set the sequence. Okay, so tab index is clear, right? Okay, come next, add some more field. Next year will be EH message. ED right inside one text area. Text area, yes. Text area. Text area. We can increase the width of text area using calls property. Calls equal to right somewhere 60. It increase the width of text area. See now, width will get increased. Width will become increase the height. Using rows property. Rows equal to give 10. It increase the height. Row will increase the height. Also will increase the width. Something like this. All right, next year. H all span 4. It should cover full width. Button. One register. Type equal to submit. Reset. We are on. Something like this. Button are there in the middle. Again, come to developer guide. We can make that 2-3 lines. What we have added tab index, row and columns. You can write here tab index. It used to set sequence of cursor. Cursor tab index. Next, what is rows? Rows are written. Used to set height for text area. Height for text area. Calls. Width or text area. The rows and column is especially for the text area. It is only for the text area, not for any other element. To increase the width, you have seen called which one? Size property. We are written here, no? Size property. It controls the width of input box. Text, email, password. This is only for the text area. Written. Today little throat is out of control. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope tomorrow it should be ready. Assignment set we have to do. Which one we did? Sixth we tried. Set number 6. 1 and 6. You tried this one, no? Set number 1.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it was 1 you tried, 2 you tried, and then after that, third you have not tried, you have tried directly is your 6th one. Okay, so leave that, try this one. After attending tomorrow class, we can try some other. Now you can try this part. Which one? Set number 4. All input tags are related. Here button is background green color. Using HTML you can't make green. Let's create only black and white button. Okay. So this is all are based on table.
Select one. Select last one. So select that.
Any 2, 3 city name you can display. Select open close. Select tag. Tag name is select. We have written, I guess, in the first example. It is here called select. This one. Okay, so please try this set number 4. Then we'll see again tomorrow. Image related and other stuff I'll guide you. You can try this after tomorrow class. You can try this one. And again, you can try this bottom section. Set number, which one? Okay. Okay, we'll log out.